Hello everyone, this is Michelle at michellesizemore.com, and that's Michelle with one L in my website link. I'm a creative memories advisor, and today you'll learn how to make this page using a technique that Noreen Smith from the Creative Memories Home Office taught us. Now, I did change it up just a little bit. I saw a way that made it a little easier for me. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but it did make it a little easier for me. So I'll see if that makes it easier for you guys too. Now this is paper from the Adventure Parks collection. I used in the sample this blue, but for what I'm going to be making today, I'm going to use this blue. It's really good to use like one more solid piece that's just kind of got maybe a little bit of a subtle pattern to it, like this or this. And then the other piece can have more pattern to it, but it is good not to use a directional pattern, like a pattern that only looks right one way. You know, these patterns on here can go in any direction. So also, I think for your patterned paper, your multicolored paper, I believe it's best to use a pattern that's small and intricate and not like a big wide pattern, because of just how much better I think it looks in a project like this. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside and pull out my directions here. Get my 12-inch trimmer. So the first thing I want to do is cut this one piece of paper down to 2 pieces at the 6-inch mark. So I'm just going to line my paper up at the 6-inch mark right here, hold it still, and make sure it's level at the top and cut it in half. So I've got 2 pieces that are exactly alike. Now, I'm going to put my 2 pieces together, stack them together with the alike sides together. So the 2 solid blue sides are together. I'm going to mount those together with just a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong tape runner. I meant to get the repositionable tape runner, so let me get that off. Yeah, because these need to come apart. They don't need to stay together. So I'm going to get a little bit of repositionable tape runner, put some little dabs here and there, just so these papers won't slide on me. Okay, so now they're together the way they should be. All right, now it's time to make our marks. I'm going to get my mat that goes with the custom cutting system. It's my Creative Memories mat, and it has a ruler down here at the bottom. Right here, as you can see, it goes 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, and so on. It's a 12-inch mat. Now I'm going to put my paper here, and well, let's do it underneath. So my ruler will be on top of my paper. I need a line right there at the 6-inch mark. Now this line is important. This is what we're going to call the 0 point line. This is the line where everything starts with the measuring for this project. Now I need to do my other lines. I need to do a line on the side at the 2-inch mark. Right there, 2 inches. And I'm going to follow that line right here. I need to do the other side at the 2-inch mark. So that means it's 2 inches from here to here and here to here. And then I do the rest of my markings. I would encourage y'all to consider, just watch this the first time. Don't try to do it. Just my opinion. And then just think about how it works. And then maybe go back and do it step by step and start and pause when you actually go to make your cuts. And then you could write your measurements down. Okay, so what I need to do now is make a line at the 2-inch mark. I'm sorry, and at the 4.5-inch mark, and these are pencil lines so that I can erase them. 7.5-inch mark and 10-inch mark. So I have all my lines done. Now this is what I said my 0 point is. So this is where we're going to start our measuring and cutting. Well, measuring the cut. Okay, so I'm going to open the arm to my trimmer. Place this in. Now, this rubber mat right here, it has 2 dotted lines. One on the left, one on the right. We always are going to measure from the left-hand side dotted line because that is the line your blade comes down on, okay? So let's put this 0 point pencil mark right there on that dotted line. And we're gonna swivel this till we get to that first line, which we drew on the side, and line it up with the left-hand side dotted line here. Now, when I did that, this slipped on me, so I need to just get that back in place. So the top pencil mark and the bottom pencil mark both need to be lined up on that left-hand side dotted line, and they are. So I'm going to cut. Okay? Now I'm just going to set this right here to the side. Okay? Now let's do the next one. I'm going to line the 0 point mark up here with the left-hand side dotted line. Swivel this as I'm still holding it, and it still moved on me a little. So that mark is on the left-hand side dotted line, and this mark down here is on the left-hand side dotted line. And I will cut that. I'm going to roll my sleeves up because they kind of get in the way here. Now, we're going to do it again. So 0 point, and this line is lined up at the left-hand side dotted line. So we're going to cut. And we just keep going, doing the same thing, lining up our pencil marks at the top and the bottom so that both are on the left-hand side dotted line. Now, at this point, my pencil mark is gone, so what I'm using is the corner, okay, as my 0 point. Okay, we just have a few more cuts. Pencil line and 0 point are on the same dotted line. And 0 point and pencil mark are both on that left hand. I've got a side dotted line. Okay. All right. So this should be the end of my cutting. So now I'm just going to lay this so they're all still together. Okay, like that. And then grab my other piece of paper, my blue solid paper. It's not really solid, but it's more solid than the other one. Okay, now grab my repositionable tape runner. Real important to use the repositionable on this because you might find that you need to pick up your papers and move them. And I'm just going to start with this first piece over here and put it down right here. But I'm not going to mount it yet, okay? I'm just going to get laid out. Now the second piece I'm not going to use because it'll be blue because we're alternating. The next piece I'll use, it'll go here. I think I had that up too high. Now, the idea is for your points to meet in the middle. Actually, I got way too high. It needs to come down here. Yeah, it's more like right here. The bottom half of the page. Yeah, they meet in the middle better now. But they're not going to meet perfectly. I mean, mine don't. Because don't worry about that because something will be covering it up. Okay, so this next one I'm not going to use because it should be blue. So the next one I'll use the pattern piece. And we'll put right here. And then we're not going to use this next one because it should be blue since we're alternating our colors. But we'll use this one and put it here. Okay, and I'm not going to mount them until I get them all pretty much in place and I can move them a little. Okay, so that's how that's supposed to look. Now, I'm just going to grab this, and I believe I'm not sure about that one. Let's do this. I know this one's going to go like this. And then this one's going to go like this. Yeah. And then this one goes like this. Is that right? No, this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Right, that's it. So this is what it's supposed to look like. All right. And then you can save all these and use them on another page and do the same thing. But you could always like use this in a different color or this with something else to make it look different. The way Noreen did it, she didn't have a background page. She used, let me rephrase that. She used a piece of cardstock. And then she mounted all these pieces, including these, on the cardstock. But I felt like it was easier to place them and get them in place if I just used the background as one of them, because once I put the pattern down, the background looks like it's supposed to. So, if that makes sense. I felt like it was easier. So, anyway, all right, so we're going to move this over here and mount our pieces down. And I'm not going to do them all. I'm just going to show you. You can put a little tape runner here, 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 here. Okay. And then mount this one. I'll do a few. Put some tape runner at every corner. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do them all. Okay. Almost done. And this one. Oops, I already did that one, but let's do it again. Okay. All right. Okay. And there you go. And then for this, I just put a little something in the middle that was in a shape of a circle. This is an embellishment from the Adventure Parts collection, and I just mounted it on a red circle that I cut with a custom cutting system. Now, I do have a few other ones that I've done. If I can find them real quick. Yeah, here they are. Yeah. So, this is exactly like the one that I just showed you, that I demoed, but I put a castle in the middle on a piece of white cardstock and used the custom cutting system to make a circle. So you could just put a sticker here, you could put something like this here, or you could put photos here. So like this. Now I did this one with the new This Life collection. I'm not 100% happy. Like these hearts are pretty big, so I don't like this as well as using a small pattern, but you get the idea. You could put 2 4x6 photos there. You could put You can put a 4x6 photo like this, or a 5x7 photo, or you could do two 4x6 photos like this. I like that. And then there was one more that I did, if I can find it. I'm just not sure where I put it, so I'm going to stop looking. Yeah, let's just stop. Okay, so you get the idea, but that's how you do that idea. It is a little bit, you do have to think about it. It's not one of those super quick and easy things, but it's not hard. And once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to do. Thanks for watching my video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.